You guys, what is happening? We got 2 service calls today, and one of them, the first one that we're going to now, there is an arc fault circuit breaker that keeps tripping. If you guys are not familiar with what an arc fault circuit breaker is, AFCI, it is an arc fault circuit interrupter. So what happens is it senses series and parallel arcs. When you have electrical current, and let's say you have a switch and you have a wire going to the switch, okay? But let's say you have a really loose, bad connection. Well, what happens is that current, the voltage, which the voltage is an electrical magnetic force, so it's pushing the current, right? Well, it still wants to go where it wants to move. It wants to go through the electrical circuit, right? And so it actually arcs. It actually, the electricity will actually go through the air from one conductor to another, or from, one conductor to a point of connection, per se. And these electrical arcs can get so hot, they can actually get up to temperatures of 33,000 degrees Fahrenheit, hotter than the sun. So when someone says, hey, my arc fault breaker keeps tripping, I never take it lightly. There's a lot of electricians that will say, hey, yeah, it's probably because you plugged your vacuum cleaner in, or you got your microwave, and you have an old appliance. Which, yes, that can absolutely hey guys, I forgot what I was gonna say. I just got a text message and got distracted. Oh, yes. So yeah, like a vacuum cleaner, that will trip an arc fault breaker, a lot of the times, not always. But when the vacuum cleaner starts up and it kicks on, the motor within it that makes the, everything spin, that motor, when motors start, it's called an inrush, it's called a spike, an electrical spike, okay? It takes a lot of power to get them started. And that's why sometimes you need a capacitor. But with vacuums, when any kind of motor starts, it naturally is going to give off a small arc. Wham! It has to get going. And you'll have a small electrical arc, it'll trip the arc fault breaker. Now, there's nothing wrong with the circuit. Everything is safe, but you might have to fix the vacuum. But with me, I'm going here to diagnose this issue. I will disconnect loads one at a time and see if the breaker holds, and I can then, figure out what actually is causing this arc fault.